Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the power of the option rollout. Let's get straight into it. Today what we're going to be talking about is the power of the option rollout. Once you actually sell an option, there should be under like two main reasons, and we're going to use puts and we're actually going to use MicroStrategy because MicroStrategy's options are still so powerful. There's so much volatility in the stock that the premiums are so big. But we're going to use the put side. As y'all all know out there, I'm completely bearish on MicroStrategy. I believe MicroStrategy is a Ponzi scheme. I just believe it's just going to blow up and probably going to end up at zero one day. But we're going to use the put side because the stock is significantly down so much. We're going to use the put side of the option. And in this scenario, we're going to suppose for a moment that we sold the 370 strike that expires on the 20th. And I'm sorry, today's date is December 18th, 2024, and we normally go into that. But we was really excited about this video because we really give you the opportunity to show you the power in the rollout. So as I said, we already sold the put at 370. The stock is down significantly today, down over 7.5%, down $29, all the way down to 357, somewhere around there. And the market is still live today, so it's kind of moving around, and I have to apologize about that. So what would I do? So the two reasons that you should sell options, I know I mentioned it, but forgot to cover it because I'm kind of excited about this video. So you sell puts when you want to own sometimes you sell them when you want to own a stock. So if you actually want to own the stock, one way to enter it, instead of just going in and outright buying the stock, what you start doing is you start selling puts. And if it goes below your strike price, you just allow yourself to be assigned the shares. Another reason we do that sometimes, and sometimes we just want to earn income premiums from selling the options. So in this case scenario, selling the put option, we saying that we sold the 370 put and we received a premium for that. And now the stock is down significantly. And so now we have to maneuver. This is where I think it's kind of the fun part. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually roll this out. So if you come to the December 27th puts that we're looking at now, because as you can tell, the 370 now cost, the bid price is 365. So if we wanted to try to roll it down, we can roll it down to 360, but it's already at 356. So we wanted to go a little bit lower than that. So even at 355, it's still 2052. We can still get a credit, which that would be below, but we might be in the same situation tomorrow. But sometime in this case, because remember, our goal is not to get assigned. We do not want to get assigned this option. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to do, because we don't allow it to go so deep in the money. So what we're going to roll it out for 2 weeks. So as you can see, now we're going to go all the way out to January 3rd. And we really don't like to do this, but it's okay because it's going to report us a loss because we sold the option, we bought it back, and whatever the difference in that's going to be an actual loss on paper, even though it's not an actual loss for the trade. So now we're going to go out to January 3rd, 2025. And as you can see, because we're going out 2 weeks, it'll allow us to go significantly lower. And it's important in this lesson as we're going through this, never try to go into money unless you want to be assigned, and try to start doing your maneuvers when you can still collect a nice premium. So as you can see on here, and ultimately, if we sold puts, we're bullish on MicroStrategy. And so we're hoping that in the next couple of days we get a nice bounce back and it don't keep going down, or we just keep on with this strategy. So as you can see on here, it'll allow us to buy back our 370 put, and then it'll allow us to sell to open the 345 put at 22. So we'll actually get $178, but because we're trying to go down as low as we possibly can and play it safe, see, it won't let us go to 340, so we have to stick to 345 so that we can make a profit. And so in this case scenario, in this trade, so what happened is, just to recap, we'll go from December 20th, 370, and then we'll sell to open to 345, and we will be going 2 weeks out, and that does put us at a lot of exposure on the downside. We're only 10 points above, but the only thing we'll do in this scenario, and so we're just gonna act like as if it's 2 weeks later or it's even a day later. What we're gonna do is we're going to just roll out. We're going to roll out that put even more. And as you can see on here, it allow us to do a debit. It won't be a credit. So we might have to go out to the 17th, or we might have to come up some, the 350. It'll still allow us to roll it out. But as you can see from this lesson here, the further and further you let it go into the money, the harder it is. Is going to give you any maneuvers that you can do. So what I like to do as it starts getting close to my price that makes me a little uncomfortable, I immediately start rolling out, because my goal is not to get a sign. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please share, please like,